A very good afternoon to all of you, my dear children. In today's session, let us move on to worksheet 14, that is preposition. Okay, so before I move on to the topic preposition, let me ask you a question. Okay, the question is this. The dog is sitting the table. Can you hear my question? Am I audible to everyone? Yes, the dog. Please listen. Okay, no unnecessary talking in between. Just keep your book open and listen and look at the slide very carefully. Okay, the dog is sitting dash the table. Okay, so is there what is wrong with the sentence?
The dog is sitting on the table.
The dog can't sit in the table. On the table. Okay, so we know that something is missed out from the sentence. That is the preposition. So without the preposition, listen very carefully. So without the preposition, the sentence is incomplete and it cannot give you the complete meaning. Okay, so purpose, the preposition gives you. Listen very carefully, my dear children. So without the preposition, the sentence is incomplete, and only with the preposition, the dog is sitting under the table or on the table, the sentence is meaningful. Okay, so you know the purpose of preposition. Not only that, it shows a relationship between the dog and the table. So what is the relationship between the dog and the table, my dear children? Come on, tell me. What is the relationship between the dog and the table there? It is sitting on the table. So the dog and the table are related to it because the dog is sitting on the table or under the table. So on or under, whatever it is, both are preposition. So it shows a relationship that between the dog and the table. Similarly, I'll give you an example. You are sitting. Where are you sitting? Where are you sitting?
On a chair.
Yes. So you are sitting on a chair. So on is
sitting on a sofa.
Okay. Okay, wherever you are, you're sitting on a chair or a sofa, whatever it is. Okay, but you are sitting on a chair or on a sofa. So on is a preposition used to show the relationship between you and the chair or you and the sofa. Is that clear to everyone? So have you understood what is a preposition is? A preposition is a word that tells us the relationship between the noun and the other part of the sentence. Clear to all of you? Clear?
Yes.
Yes. Now let's move on to the topic. Now listen, all of you. Now let's move on to the topic. Okay. So our topic for today is preposition. I wanted all of you to mute your audios. Otherwise, I will mute you all. Why? Means this topic is very, very important. I don't want anyone, all of you, please do listen very, very carefully. Okay, so preposition. So we are on the topic worksheet 14. Please just keep your workbook open to page number 14. Only if the exercises, after we learn the words, let us move on to the exercise. Okay, so preposition. Now, what is a preposition? All of you look at the board. Preposition is a word that tells us where. Now, just now I gave you an example. I gave you an example, that is the dog is sitting under the table. The dog is sitting under the table. Okay, so under is a preposition used to show where the dog is. Is that clear to all of you? Under is a preposition or on is a preposition used to show where the dog is. So preposition is a word that tells us where a person, a place or animal or a thing is. Clear to all of you? Yes? Have you understood about that? So preposition is a word that tells us where a person, a place, an animal, or a thing is. That we showed, I told you this example, it tells us where the dog is. It tells us where are you now? You are sitting on the chair in the room. So preposition tells us where a person, a place, an animal, or a thing is. Is that clear to everyone? Not only that, it shows you the relationship between you and, that is between the noun and the other part of the sentence. that I told you that you are sitting on a chair. So you chose a relationship between you and the chair. Clear to all of you? Have you understood what is a preposition is?
Yes.
Is it clear to everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move on. As I've told you, preposition which tells us where the person, a place or animal or a thing is, it is called as position words. As we have learned about, the conjunction is a joining word, noun is a naming word, verb is an action word. So similarly, prepositions are position words. It tells us where a person, a place or animal or a thing is. As the topic preposition is very vast, we can divide the preposition into three. Okay, we can divide them into three. There are many words there, but whereas in conjunction we have learned only about two words, that is and but here in prepositions we are going to learn about many words and we need to know its meaning well. Okay, so the topic is very vast. So we can divide them, the preposition, into three types. The first one is a place. So it is called as a preposition of place. The second one is a direction. So it is called as a preposition of direction. And the third one, even preposition can show us the time. It tells us the time. So it is called as a preposition of time. Okay, so we can divide the preposition into three. That is preposition of place, direction, and the time. Is that clear to all of you? Have you all understood? So as the topic is very huge or vast, we can say lots of words are there in the preposition. There is umpteen number of words in the prepositions, but we are going to learn certain words here or for grade 2, but even for grade 2, many words are there. We know to know its meaning. So we can divide the preposition into three. That is, the first one is the preposition of place, the second one is the preposition of direction, and the third one is the preposition of time. Please look at the chart. That is a slide well. Okay, so prepositions are called as position words. And I've told you something, that many words are there which are included in the topic preposition. So we can divide them. So there are three types of preposition. The first one is the preposition of place. Okay, we know what is a place is. Preposition of direction. Direction means in order to go to a direction, to a place, we need to know the direction, where to turn, where to go, all these. So these are the directions which tells us. And the time. Okay, we have to keep on time. Okay, so even time, okay, the time, and it is called as a preposition of time. And in today's class, we are going to learn about the preposition of place. Clear to all of you? Yes? Have you understood?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
all of you understood? Yes? Is that clear? So we have understood about the definition. Please do be very clear with the definition. Only then we can move on to the exercises. Okay.
Ma'am.
So have all of you understood? So we said that preposition is a word that tells us where a person, a place, or animal, or a thing is. Not only that, it tells us, that shows the relation between the noun and the rest of the sentence. That's what I told you. And these preposition can be divided into three. So there are three types of prepositions are there. The first one is the preposition of place, P. The second one is the preposition of direction, it is D. And the third one is the preposition of time. So PDT. Okay, so let's move on to it. So the first one is a preposition of place. Okay, so preposition of place shows, what does it shows? It shows the position or the location of a noun or a pronoun. Position means we do keep at home. You could see that many things are placed at different, many things. You place different things in different places. Don't you place it? Yes. So that is the position. Okay, so for example, books are kept, either it is kept on the table or it is in the shelf. We do keep our clothes. We do keep our clothes in the almirah. So different things are placed in different positions or in different places. So that is the position. And location means some places are located. Places are located in different. That is, for example, we could say that Thrissur is located in Kerala. So under the preposition of place, so it shows the position and the location of a noun or a pronoun. First, let us learn about the position. Under the position, we are going to learn about all these prepositions. That is in, on, under, above, over, among, near, behind, and beside. Okay, so we are going to learn with examples. So all of you, please do look at the slide very carefully so you know the position very well. Now, look at it. Okay, so first let us learn about the preposition in. Okay, the rat. Where is the rat? The rat is in the hole. You could see it. Where do you, all of you, please do take your pencil box. Where do you keep your pencils? Where do you keep your pencils?
Pencil box.
In the pencil box. So we do use the preposition in. Okay, where do you keep? Yes, very good. Where do you keep your books? In the
shelf.
In the shelf or in the bag. Or in the bag. Yes. So it is in. So you know what is in is. Okay. See here, where is the bat now? The bat is in the kit, or we could say in the bag. Okay, usually we keep the books in the bag. Okay, now all of you look at the next example. Where are the toys? The toys are?
The toys are in the basket.
Yes, the toys are in the basket. Okay, the toys are in the basket. Got it, all of you? The toys are in the basket. Now we have understood the meaning of in. Okay, is it clear to all of you? Now let's move on to the next one. Where is the cat? Come on, tell me.
The toys are on the table.
Where is the cat?
On the table.
Yes, the cat is on the table. Okay, the cat is on the table. So this is the position of the cat. So it is on the table. Okay, so on is the position here. So here it tells us where the cat is. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. See where are the fruits are. The fruits are?
The fruits are on the table.
Yes, the fruits are on the table. The fruits are on the table. Okay, the fruits are
on the table.
Okay, so in and on is very clear to everyone. Now let's move on to under. Now just now I gave you the example. Similarly, where is the cat? The cat is under the table.
The table. The
cat is under the table. Clear to you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now come on, tell me, where is the lion? Where is the lion? It is sitting under the table. Okay, the lion is sitting under the tree. Not table, it is tree. Okay, the lion is sitting under the tree. Okay, yes. So you know where the lion is. Now look at this word. So the naughty cat jumped over the table. Shows that it is, yes, the object is higher than the normal point. Okay, so we use the, it is over something. Okay, so we use the preposition over.
Tiger baby.
Clear to all of you? Yes, the naughty cat.
Yes. That is a cub. That is a cub.
Yes, it's okay, nothing. The naughty cat jumped over the table. Okay, is that clear? Okay, now let's move on to the next example. Have you understood its meaning? Over. If something is flying over something, then we'll use the preposition over. Now you could see the aeroplane flying over the building. Yes, aeroplane is flying over the building. So we use the preposition over. Clear to you? Yes? Have you all understood? Yes. Now all of you look at the horse now. The horse jumped over the fence. The horse jumped over the fence. Okay, over the fence. So you could see the fence here. It is jumping over it. Fence means, here you have seen it. A fence means something that you have to go over it. Okay, even when a garden is there, you built a fence over your garden, not for the animals to get in. Okay, why do we build? A wall is built. Similarly, a fence. Fence in the sense with sticks and all these, whatever it is, with rods or anything, we call it as a fence, which is built around the house or around the garden to.
Ma'am, we can see in farm.
Yes, farm. You can see a farm also. Around the farm, you could see that a fence is built around it to see that no animals get into it. Okay, so that is what fence means. Here the fence is built of rod for there. So the horse jumped over the fence. Okay, now listen. So we have learned about in, on, under, over, above. Over we have learned, above we haven't learned. Over. Now let's move on to the next preposition, that is between. Okay, so when something is, listen my dear children, all of you please do listen very carefully. Okay, each, so that will be very easier for us to do the exercise well. Okay. Now listen, the cat is sitting between two boys. When something is between two things, all of you listen, when something is between two things, we use the preposition between. Clear to all of you? When something is between two things, we use the preposition between. Clear to all of you? Yes. When? Now, here is one more example for you. All of you, please have a look at this example too. The horse is standing between two zebras. The horse is standing between. So you could see there, the horse is in the middle and both the zebras are standing on either side. Then we say that the horse is standing between two zebras on either side. If it's two things, then we could use between. If it is more than two, then what do we say? We say that it is among, A-M-O-N-G. The lion is sitting among his cubs. Among his cubs. Clear? The lion is sitting among his cubs. Okay. Now, all of you look at this picture too. The girl is standing among many flowers and butterflies. The girl is standing among many flowers and butterflies. So that is all about among. Listen. Okay, listen all of you. Okay, so I hope you have understood. So what all we have learned just now in, come on, tell me the answer. We have learned about in, on,
Between,
under, then we learned about over. Okay, aeroplane is over. Then we saw about. Okay. Yes, then we saw about then we saw what does we say? That is between. Yes, between and among. Okay, between and among. Yes. So 5. Now let's move on to the next one. All of you please listen. Okay, unless you listen, we can't do this. Listen very, very carefully. Beside and near has almost the nearer meaning. Beside in the sense very close to. That's what I'm showing this picture for you. Okay, when you sit in a classroom beside your friend, we use the preposition beside. I sit beside Prithvi. Okay, that means very close to in the class. Okay, Shankar sits beside Prithvi. That is very close to. You can see this picture here. The girl is sitting beside her mother. Okay, Shankar. Are you all listening? The girl is sitting beside her mother means very close to. Near means, what do you mean by the word near? Near means your house is near the railway station. Then we'll use the preposition. Then we use the preposition near. Okay, is that clear? Clear to all of you? Yes, understood? I hope so. Okay, so near, beside we have learned. Then a few more we have to learn. Above, and something is over, or we have used over as something is above it, that is over the building, then we use over. Here, when it is something is hanging that is above, it is higher than a point, then we use the preposition above. Now look at this example. This will be more clearer for you. Where are the grapes? The grapes are hanging above the ground. Okay, the grapes are hanging above the ground. Clear to all of you? The grapes are hanging above the ground. Okay. Okay. So we have learned about what? Preposition of place. And under that, positions are there, locations are there. Location, we will learn it in the next class. And in today's class, we have learned about the position. Listen, all of you.
Ma'am, the phone is getting hot.
Now listen. Listen, all of you. So, under the preposition of place, I've told you, we can categorize the position, place into position and location. So we have learned only about the position in today's class. Location, we'll be learning it in the next class. Okay. So under the position, we have learned in, on, under, above, between,
among,
among,
above,
and above we have learned, and beside,
beside, the line
near,
beside the,
and over. So these are the preposition which tells us the position of a noun or a pronoun. Okay, now let's move on to the exercise which is there in your workbook. All of you, please do take the exercise which is there in your workbook. Come on, take it. Come on, take the exercise which is there in your workbook. Okay, all of you open to page number 32. Take exercise 1. Take exercise 1. Have you taken it?
Page number, ma'am. Ma'am, page number.
Page number is 32, my dear. 32. Page number is 32. Is it clear to everyone? Yes?
I'm using a phone. It's getting hot.
That's okay, my dear. It's only for 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes. It's okay. Okay. So I did the explanation. Only thing is you have to do the exercise now. Okay. So there is an exercise for you in page number 32. So you have to underline the preposition. Now let's move on to the first one.
Ma'am, my previous class will explain.
Okay. Now listen. The bridge was built. First one. The.
We want to write.
No. Your question is already there. Okay. Your question is there. Only thing is you have to underline the preposition. Bridge. I'm writing the question for you. Was built, B-U-I-L-T. I have told you already, please don't write it. It is there in your workbook. When I tell you once, please do listen. It is there in your workbook. Please do underline it. Yes, okay. Now, the bridge was built over the river. Come on, read the sentence.
the bridge was
Built.
The bridge was built over the river.
The river. Come on, tell me, identify the preposition in the sentence. Over, yes. So you can identify the preposition in the sentence. Which is the preposition there? Come on, tell me. Yes. Over. Yes, over is a preposition here. So you have to underline the preposition there. Okay. So that is how you have to do it. Now, yes. Fardeen, come on, read the next question for me, Fardeen. What is there in your workbook? Fardeen, have you unmuted it? Yes.
Ma'am, they
Come on, read
have
the question. They have.
a farm
No, they have a farm.
across a river.
Yes, across a river. So come on, identify the preposition from the sentence across the river. Okay. Come on, tell me. Identify the preposition. Fardeen, they have a farm across the river. Come on.
Across.
It is across. Yes, very good. So across is the preposition. So all of you, please do underline the word across. Okay, Devash, come on, read the next question. Devash, the third question. Yes, read it. Third question.
Among her friends.
She sat
Among
among her friends. So what do you have to write there? So come on, identify the preposition here.
among
Among. Yes, it is among. Yes, among. Come on, do it. Hadia. Hadia is there. Hadia. Hadia. Yes, Hadia is not there. Hadia, can you read the question? The fourth question, Hadia. Yes, come on, read the question.
page number.
Page number is 32. Come and sit. Come and sit. Who is that there? Children, while during the session, please don't make unnecessary noise. Yes, come and sit. Come on, Hadia, do it fast. Hadia is not there.
Yes, sorry, ma'am.
Yes, come on. Come and sit. Come and sit beside me.
Ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
I am late.
Okay, that's okay. Come and sit beside me. So, come and sit beside me. So here, can you identify the preposition here?
Beside.
Beside, yes. Beside is a preposition. We have already learned it. Beside is a preposition. Okay, so please do it. Those who haven't done it. All of you, please do take page number 32 and do this exercise.
Ma'am,
Have you all finished?
yeah.
The remaining sentences, you can do it as homework. Okay.
Ma'am, 5 and 6.
Yes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can do it as homework. Okay.
Ma'am, Alna's drawing.
Where is Eleanor's drawing? Okay.
This.
Do it fast.
My finish.
Okay.
I'll see. Ma'am and Babu.
So have all of you finished?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I didn't finish the last question.
Last question. Wait 1 minute. Let me take.
1 minute. Let me take it. Let me take it. Let me take it. Take it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. So I hope you have understood the prepositions that we have discussed in today's session. So children, please do go through page number 32 and 33, and please try to complete exercise 1 there, and we'll be discussing about the other prepositions in the next class. Okay, children. So it's time for us to wind up today's session. Bye-bye, all of you. Thank you all. Bye, children. Bye-bye, all of you. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, all of you. Okay, please try to complete your exercise. Okay, children, bye-bye.
Not send.